what is sociology? You are all in this sociology class right here. Sociology is the scientific study of human societies. Sociologists examine the collective interactions of people within a particular social structure and the meanings that these people give to their interactions with one another. So I like to deconstruct the definition that I just read for you and really get to the heart of what sociology is. So torn apart, we want to look at the word society. So society is a group or collectivity of people who share the same culture. So sociologists aren't really concerned with the individual, like say in psychology, but instead we are interested in the social group. Sociologists study how factors external to the individual give rise to different behaviors and situations, and how individuals, through their membership in specific social groups, experience and interpret these behaviors and situations. So we study society, or the social group. The other important aspect of the definition that I've given you here for sociology is scientific study. So a scientific study is a study which seeks explanations and looks for patterns. Studies must be systematic and thorough. So, many social thinkers think about society or the social group. Philosophers do, historians do, even journalists do. But what sets sociology apart from these is the way that we study the various theories and factors and concepts related to the social group through using social scientific research methods, which we will talk about more next week. The sociological imagination is an important concept it's what we're looking at this week mainly in our discussion board and in our whole week. The sociologist C. Wright Mills was the person who coined the term the sociological imagination. Oh, I missed one. Okay, I'm going to go back actually. Let me go back here. Okay, so what is sociology? I meant to tell you that the term sociology was coined by Auguste Comte, who was a French thinker in the 18th century. And so the answer to your third quiz question is false, because it was not Karl Marx who coined the term sociology. It was Auguste Comte. Okay, so let's go on and we will get to your fourth quiz question right here. So the term the sociological imagination was coined by C. Wright Mills, and I want to show you a picture of him. This picture is from the 1950s. He was considered a really he was like the cool sociologist. He rode his very cool BMW motorcycle to class every day in his leather jacket. He studied some really interesting things about power arrangements in society. But he's probably best known for coining this term, the sociological imagination, which we all talk about. The sociological imagination is, in short, the way that we view the social world through a sociological lens, or how sociologists view the world. So the sociologist C. Wright Mills made a distinction between what he called personal troubles and public issues. Personal troubles are matters involving a person's character and his or her relations with others. So personal troubles typically can be resolved in local environments. And then he made a distinction between personal troubles and public issues. Public issues have to do with matters that transcend the local environments of the individual. So the way that we look at things in sociology is that we recognize that we all have personal troubles or we have personal stuff going on in our lives. But in sociology, what we do is we transcend those personal troubles and connect them with larger, broader public issues that people other than us are having at the same time as us. So an example of that would be like unemployment. So you might be unemployed and it might be causing you a lot of personal heartache. It might be really bothering you. You might be thinking, why aren't I getting a job? I really need money. Am I not getting that job because I don't have the right education, or I did poorly in the interview, or I wore the wrong clothes, or maybe I should have showered and I didn't shower. So those are all the ways that we would look at the issue of unemployment from a personal perspective. So it's a personal trouble. But for C. Wright Mills, he would ask us to connect those personal troubles with the public issue of unemployment. So the way that we would look at unemployment as a public issue is by looking at what is causing unemployment in a broader sense. Is there an economic downturn? Is there a technological issue that has changed the workplace for a specific workforce? For instance, in journalism, in newspapers, when the internet came around and everything went digital, that really changed the newspaper business. So if you were in the newspaper business, this might have really affected you, and it might not have had anything to do with you. It was just technological advancement. So what C. Wright Mills is asking us to do is to connect, to see that our personal troubles, the stuff we're going through, whether it is buying a new car, family violence, drunk driving, suicide, breakups of relationships, that these personal troubles can all be connected to public issues. And so he asks us to look at it